Hey YouTube, it's Mr. North 14, and today I want to talk about how to enjoy your Vizio 5.1.2 or 5.1.4 Dolby Atmos soundbar. Okay, so if you have one of these, what I'm going to do today is show you how you can show it off to your friends and how you can enjoy Dolby Atmos and play with a few things just to see what Dolby Atmos is all about. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start into an app on my Xbox One X called Dolby Access. Now you're going to need to download this app onto your Xbox in order to get Dolby Atmos on your Xbox. Now it takes a little bit to load up here, but once it loads up, it's going to give you some demos, okay, that you can actually try out and hear the awesomeness of Dolby Atmos. But the first thing we're going to do is going to go over here to products. As you can see, they have Dolby Atmos for headphones. That's going to cost you $14.99. I have a video out there that shows you a way to get spatial audio for free. So go check that out without having to buy this Dolby Access for headphones. Okay, so now I'm at Dolby Atmos for home theater. So this is why you're going to need this app, because it's going to be this app that allows you to do the Dolby Atmos for home theater. Okay, and then the next little setting here is for Dolby Vision. If you have a TV that do Dolby Vision, it'll allow you to set that up. Okay, so you're in the app. Let's go home. One of the demos you should definitely check out is an app by Overwatch. Okay, now this Overwatch app is so good. It really talks about how Dolby Atmos works, but it doesn't talk about it. It's just in the scenes and in the cut scenes and how gunshots are fired and how you hear explosions from far away and they come up clearer. And it's just a great trailer to show you how Dolby Atmos works. And at the end, hey, you might possibly start crying, because it's really a good video. It's really heartwarming of two brothers at the museum, you know, going and learning and doing things together. So check this one out. This is an Overwatch demo to show you how Dolby Atmos works. And again, it is really amazing on how and what it does with sound. Okay, so we showed you that one. We're going to go out of there. Another one you should watch, and you can watch this either on YouTube, but it's best to watch it on the Dolby Access app, because it does it in what we call lossless audio. And that's how you really want to hear Dolby Atmos files in lossless audio. It's clear, it's crisp, it's the way that the sound guys mixed it and wanted you to hear it. Now, one of the videos that is amazing, or two of them, is Leaf and Amaze. The thing about Amaze that is so amazing when you listen to Dolby Atmos is that it puts you out in this field where life just comes alive and you hear crickets and birds and grasshoppers, and it just throws the sound all around the room, and you're like in the middle of this forest you see here, or these little grasslands here. So that's a good one to start out to show your friends. Leaf is an amazing one too, because when you hear that leaf float around your head in a circle, you're going to totally freak out, and anybody that's with you is going to totally freak out at this demo. Okay, so we got that under our belts. We got Dolby Access. We understand what that's all about. The next thing you need to do is go into your VLC. This is an app that pretty much plays every codec in the world. So you want to get this just because so many apps use this to play video. Okay, so you want to get VLC. Now go into VLC, and I'm going to go into videos. And what I have is a USB drive hooked up to my Xbox One X. And I'm going to say, okay, go in there. Now this is what I did. I went to the internet, and there's a ton of sites, Digital Theater, Digital World, these websites that have these movie trailers and Dolby Atmos stuff. And what they have is stuff in lossless audio. So I got Amaze in here. I got this Atmosphere and lossless. Now this is a great demo because this just uses bells. Okay, and what it does is it throws the sounds of bells all over your room. Okay, from the right to the top of your head, from the left to the top of your head, from in front of you, behind you, and all these little bells are just going off, and it's so smooth, and it's a way to really entertain your friends and let them know how Dolby Atmos and DTXX really works, and how it throws sound around your room and basically spatial audio. So that's a good app that you might want to pick up from Digital World or Digital Theater. You know, if you can find these on the internet. Like I said, got these a long time ago. And also what I did is download some movie trailers and things like that to show my friends. But a lot of lossless audio, because that's the best you can really get when you're showing them things. Here is the Dolby thing, the lossless conductor. This is what a little girl is conducting, like a sound orchestra of animals and things like that. And it's real good to show how spatial audio moves around your room. Okay, another one is Shattered. Now you can get these on YouTube, but you might not be able to get them in lossless audio. Okay, that's the problem. If you really want to hear it, it's totally amazing. Like I said, this Shattered Glass is totally amazing. Don't know why this is still doing that. Okay, good. So we get into the Shattered Glass in just a minute here. You know, kind of at the end. Let's hurry up and get past that and see if we can get to the Shattered Glass. Okay, so here goes the Shattered Glass in lossless. It's totally amazing. I don't have the sound up, as you can see, but I'm explaining it to you because I don't want to get sued or nothing like that. So like I said, if you haven't seen this, basically a ball goes through a window and you can just hear the glass all around you breaking. Okay, you can hear it when it hits the floor and it shatters all around on the floor. I mean, it's just an amazing video, and at the end you hear these kids running away in the distance, and you know you'll have flashbacks of breaking somebody's window and getting out of there. So this is an amazing video too, something you can show your friends that will really amaze them and that will really enjoy, you know, watching these videos and getting a sense of Dolby Atmos. Now, if you can find the Harman Kardon Sound of Vision, this thing is amazing. It takes sound and just goes overboard with it, and allows the Dolby Atmos to be thrown around in a way that it's like a movie theater where everything is turned up past 10 and you just really enjoying these. And like these droplets of water, you can just hear them precisely where they at, if they're dropping to the right of you, in front of you, to the left of you. And this dude here is walking on the snow and you just hear these big crunch steps that just amaze you, and they'll disappear as he walks farther up. The rain and the lightning, just basically having rain fall all around you in your living room, hearing it, and then this explosion. Wow, I mean, it's amazing how that it just goes past your ear. Like I said, you'll really enjoy this if you can find this and you can show your friends. They'll really enjoy it. Another good video is this Dolby Sports and Sound demo. If you can get it in lossless, it's amazing. Again, it just upped the sound by so much. You know, it's like you're in a movie theater and you're enjoying a good theater-rich experience, but you got spatial audio where things are being thrown around. Like this, they got surfboarders, they got snowboarders, they got motorcycle riders, you know, skateboarders, everything in here, any sport you could think of, they got it in here, and they just turn the sound up. Like you could just hear him cleaning off his surfboard, and you can hear the strokes going from left to right. You know, when they revving the bike like that, you can just hear that, and you can hear them jump from the right of you and then land to the left side of you. It's just amazing. I mean, it's just sound turned up past 10. They got surfers like here, when that water and it's forming that wave and it goes over the camera, it literally feels like the water is coming over your head. You know, and when that dude fell, it's like you can really feel the sound, like you just got hurt with him. And like here's the part here where where the wave just goes over your head, and it's just amazing at how it sounds. It's like you're underwater. You'll really enjoy that and showing that off to your friends. And then my last one here that I want to show you is Sony The Incredible Game. That's good. And Warner Brothers 4K Ultra. If you can find that in HD, it'll really allow you to see 4K and Dolby Atmos and all that other good stuff. But this is just something I have. You want to get a thumb drive, a USB drive, and you want to get that thumb drive and fill it full of Dolby Atmos stuff, lossless audio stuff, so that you can show it off to your friends. Okay. Another thing I like to do, and we're going to go here and we're going to go back to YouTube. Let's see here. We'll go home here, and we're going to go to YouTube. And what I like to do with YouTube is that, okay, I'm in my movie room, and before, everybody getting situated in the house, and so what I do is I go to search and I find 4K trailers. So I'm going into search, I go 4K Atmos trailers. And then you get a whole bunch of Atmos trailers, and you can make a playlist so that it's easier to find. And what I do is I just click on it and allow it to play. If I want it in DTS:X or Dolby Digital Surround, I do it that way. But I just let it play, and just people enjoy it. They get captivated. They sit down and watch the trailers, and it's just something I do before we start a movie. Like when you got the little sizzle reel while you're sitting in the movie theater. That's all. It's just a little sizzle reel to get people excited. And like I say, I can switch between DTS:X Virtual and Dolby Atmos, so people get a feel how both of them sound. Okay, and these are just DTX demos. I know you've seen the Frog one. It's amazing. And this Best Dolby Atmos DTS:X trailers is just a whole bunch of trailers that's in DTX. So with the app for your soundbar, it'll allow you to go in to the audio and change it from Atmos to virtual, DTS:X virtual. And how you will know it's in virtual, if you go back to the home screen where the volume up and volume down arrow is on your app, you'll see it'll say MAT. Okay? If you see MAT, then you know it's in DTS:X virtual. Okay? If you see that, and then to be in Dolby Atmos, the app will tell you right off, it'll tell you in words, Dolby Atmos. Okay, MAT. So that's how you'll know the difference between the two. And you can go back and forth, and you can let your friends hear the difference between the virtual X, as between Dolby Atmos and the virtual DTS:X. Okay? So that's how you would use YouTube and everything like that. So let's exit YouTube. And the last thing I want to show you that I do is Plex. Okay, I know everybody got Plex. If you don't have Plex, please go and get this. Okay, all my DVDs I back up onto my hard drive so that they're all there, and my 4K Blu-rays and everything like that. And these are just movies I have. Here is Transformers The Last Night in 4K with Dolby Atmos and everything. Already transcoded and built into the audio track. Now, if you've ever seen Transformers, the opening scene is probably one of the best scenes in the world to show Dolby Atmos during the night fight scene. I mean, it's totally awesome. The second movie I would suggest you let people see, and it's just the opening. I'm not talking about watching the whole movie. If you're just showing it off to people, or you're sitting at home and you want to get a feel for Dolby Atmos yourself, War of the Planet of the Apes. The opening scene is going to be a scene with arrows, and it's going to blow your mind when you're sitting in front of your TV and you hear arrows whizzing by your right and left ear. Avengers is awesome. The opening scene is really awesome, where they show the Marvel credits, and then it goes into this song. And this song is more Bob Dylan-ish type of song. I don't know who sings it, but it's not my type of music. But it sounds so good, so clear, so crisp that you would just have to sit there and you would listen to it, and then you say, hold up, let me rewind that again. Is that how good music sounds on Dolby Atmos? But the whole movie is good as far as Dolby Atmos, but it's just that opening scene that really set me off to really enjoy Dolby Atmos. Now, another great movie to experience Dolby Atmos to show off to your friends is Ready Player One. Okay, you need this at 11:57. Okay, if you can get this mug at 11:57, and I got it just a little bit beyond 11:57, it's a race scene in this movie that shows the power of Dolby Atmos, and hopefully it will allow me to show you what I'm talking about. If not, then just trust me on this one. It started at 11:57. Check it out. It's awesome. I don't know why it's taking so long to buff, but that's usually what happens when you're trying to record and do a video. So we're going to go out of that, but it's at 11:57 and it's the race scene. And it's so amazing with Dolby Atmos. It'll show you what Dolby Atmos can do. So please check this movie out, Ready Player One. Okay? And I showed you all those. And John Wick 2 is awesome. Another good movie is Den of Thieves. And the opening scene is a bank truck heist that you have to see. This one, try DTX Virtual. It'll feel more like the movies because what DTX Virtual does is makes it seem like you have more speakers in the room. Okay? It is Dolby's answer to Aural 3D. And Aural 3D, its claim to fame is you need 11.1 speakers. Dolby Atmos' claim to fame is that you just need 2 height speakers. Okay, which one is better, Dolby Atmos or Aural 3D? Aural 3D is better because I've never heard 2 height speakers beating 11.1 speakers in your home at any time. Okay, but the reason why Dolby Atmos is winning is for the simple fact that Dolby Atmos is cheaper. Okay, you can go out and get a soundbar this Black Friday, a Vizio, for $300. Compared to paying upwards of $5,000 and up to get 11.1 speakers positioned in your home. But I'd have to say that Aural 3D is better just for the amount of speakers. But the reason why Dolby is winning is cheaper, and it does it in a more efficient way. Okay? Another good movie. Okay, it's John Wick, like I said, but those are just some good movies that I like to show off to friends and family. And I hope you enjoyed it. This is Mr. North 14, and like I said, I hope you enjoyed everything. So peace out.